Hello guys, and welcome to my first devlog for RoboWarehouse. So to start with, let me tell you a bit about the game. RoboWarehouse is a business simulation game in which you, the player, decides to start a company ran by autonomous robots. You'll take your company from the humble small beginnings of a garage all the way up to a multinational powerhouse. Right now we have the scope of the game relatively small. That's just to ensure that we can get everything that we want into the game, but we do also have some big ambition aspects to the game that hopefully you'll start seeing in future devlogs. So the first thing to show off in the game is our build mechanic. So it's kind of similar to other simulation games. The game pauses and you can buy items from the in-game catalogue and place them in the world within a specific area. We also have locked items, as you can see down here, and they just unlock at a specific year. We still need to add in like a bit of text that'll display to tell you when they'll be unlocked. So for now, let's place some walls around our little area that we've got here. And once we've built our little area to work around, we can go ahead and use some of the current methods of buying robots within the buy robot window. We're currently overhauling this system and implementing a system in which the player's main character will actually be responsible for building the robots, and they'll have to have the right parts and research to be able to build those robots. For now we have this window and it automatically generates some robots with various stats and a cost reflecting those stats, so we'll go ahead and purchase a couple of these. Now, for our robots to have some purpose in this world, we will have to place a couple of work and charge stations, and as the name implies, these will allow the robots to go and work on current projects that they've got set. And when the batteries die, they will obviously go and charge on the charge stations. So what we need now is an actual job to work on. And to do this, we're going to go into the jobs menu here. And as you can see, it generates a handful of jobs for us to do. At the minute, it's all just websites, but we have plans for robots to do much more varied tasks for different types of robots. But right now we just have the one type of robot, so this is all we need for testing really. If you look closer at the job options, you can actually see it tells us how many robots it recommends, and this is based on how much work is to be done and how much work an individual robot can do. It also scales with how many robots you currently have, so once you have say 20 robots, it won't be displaying jobs that require only 3. Again, these are just simplistic implementations for now, and we will get more complex and it'll be displayed a lot better once we get further down the line in the project. So let's go ahead and we'll click on one of these jobs to accept it, and you'll see it pops into the bottom right of the screen, and that's just so we can monitor its progress and see how it's getting on and when the deadline's coming up. So now we can go ahead and we can speed up the time and we'll watch the robots get into action. Once we've completed a task, the money is added to our company for the task that we completed, and you're free to go ahead and select another task. Again, in the future this is going to change a lot, and we will have stuff like being able to accept multiple tasks at once and putting robots into teams and managing which robot does which job and all of that kind of stuff. So right now we're currently working on a variation of the robot that we currently have, and that'll be a builder bot, and that'll be able to build things to start selling items like PCs, machinery, tools, stuff like that. Another cool feature that we've got implemented right now is the view as feature, and that allows us to view things from an NPC's perspective. So if we click on a robot and select this option here, you'll be able to see that we can see what the robot sees and we can follow them around on their route. You can also do this on the CEO, and in the future you'll be able to do it for say mechanics or researchers. And whilst you're in this view mode, you can also still go into build mode and you can place items down just like normal from this view. And this obviously opens quite a few doors for us in terms of what we could add in the future. I mean, we could perhaps add a first person mode where you can control the CEO and you just walk around as him and manage everything if you wanted. Again, all of that will hopefully be seen in future devlogs though. and we'll go more in depth in those devlogs. So that's our progress so far. There are a couple of other things that we haven't talked about that are in the game, like a day-night cycle, but all that is pretty trivial right now and it's not fully fleshed out for what our final vision for it is, so we will probably dedicate a devlog to those kind of features in the future when they're ready. As for the art as well, there's not much to say on that side of things yet. We're just 3 developers working on the game right now, and hopefully further down the line we can look at replacing my not so great art with professional level stuff and give the game a more polished look. With that said, this is the end of our first devlog for RoboWarehouse. If you like what you saw, do consider giving us a like and subscribe, and if you would like to, please leave a comment with your feedback. It would be much appreciated. It does help and we will listen to the comments. We do also have a Patreon set up if you want to support the game. It's all going towards art and getting onto Steam right now, and it would be a great help. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.